get to the other side where we'll be a little more protected from this wind. But you can see from here, the views are incredible, even though the conditions are equally incredible. Check back in with you when it's a little safer to do so. Alright, so we made it to the top of this. There's some undercast blowing through. It's starting to clear out behind us. So hopefully this will die down eventually. This is some pretty crazy stuff. Heard a couple times up on top, just right back there, that the wind literally almost knocked both of us down. Easily 60-mile-an-hour gust. It's a brutally sucky day, but a little resupply action at Pinellas Hostel. It's our room. Pretty cozy. You see you get 4 dinners. Some snacky snacks. Or at the fire station we'd say snacks. A little lunch. Some Pop-Tarts and cereal for breakfast. Some good stuff for whenever I want. The honey badger is working on her stuff as we speak. We got laundry in, got showers done. It's been a pretty good day. We've got 10 miles in. Life isn't too bad. Morning, about 10 o'clock. Just another morning climb on the rocks and roots. Just came off of Nero, resupplied in Andover, and here we are climbing this beast, so enjoy. Well, as you can see, it's not gotten any easier. It's pretty steep, pretty deep roots. About a mile of this, and we'll be at the top and have about I think about a 2-mile flat section. So there is a payoff to this one. It's supposed to be good views up top too. One more little obstacle. Luckily there's a little rebar ladder here. Nice little handrail. It's a tough hill. And it keeps going and going and going. But hey, it's all good. Hey, what's up, retired Rambler fans? Hopefully you're fans. If you're watching it, I would assume that. End of probably end up being about a 14.5, 0.7 day, something like that. I climbed 3 mountains today, total of a little over 5,000 feet. Got a pretty level walk the last 0.8 of a mile back into camp, where we're planning on camping. Now we'll see when we get there. These stealth sites is what they're called. They're just areas that people have camped before that are in fairly flat places, and gives you the ability to not hop from shelter to shelter. So when we refer to stealth camping, that's what we're talking about. This is Old Blue Mountain, north side of it. You can see it's a lot of pine trees and about 20 shades of green, and it's very beautiful. Good morning. It's about, I don't know, I'm guessing 6:30 by now. Getting ready to hit the trail. What's that?
55 degrees.
It's 55 degrees. We're down in a little draw where our campsite was.
Spring.
Right next to a little spring, and right there is where we set our tent up. And I didn't get a picture or video when it was set up, but it was mucho tight. That little rock over there, I had to crawl down in the ditch, over the rock, into the tent. It's kind of fun. Everything's on a slope. At least we had good water last night. I had the pleasure of finding my food bag this morning. Had a little visitor in it. Ate one corner off one of my Pop-Tarts, but I broke it off, threw it in the woods, and ate the rest of it. So it's just the way it goes. Had to spend about 10 or 15 minutes repairing my bag. Had 2 big holes in it. That's just part of it. We're going to try to hit 17.4 today, about 3,800 feet of gain. So it'll be a bigger mileage day, but it won't be that much climbing. Not like yesterday. We did over 5,000, about 5,500 feet. So ought to be a good day. It's nice and sunny. It looks clear. The weather's not supposed to get bad again until
Tomorrow?
Thursday. So that would be tomorrow if today's Wednesday. But if today's Tuesday, then it'd be 2 days from now. I can't really tell you. I don't know. So we'll check in with you later on the trail. Hopefully get you some good shots and good views. Here's a good example of one of the many bogs up on these ridges and mountaintops that we cross. And you can see you don't want to step off these boards. It's a good 6 to 8 inches deep. It's hit and miss. Some are deeper than others, but they're all a big mess. So balancing on these boards is kind of important. We're approaching Bemis Mountain, the North Peak. It's a lot of this exposed rock like this. Not too bad of hiking on it. Have to kind of watch your footing. It gets a little slick, but the good part is up in these rocky places, there is a plethora of blueberries. You could spend hours up here eating. We've already probably both eaten 10 hands full, and they're just everywhere. And they're really good. They're better than anything you'd buy. You have a nice view, some blueberries, get to see some occasional moose poop, and life isn't too bad, really. So if you are really curious on how good these blueberries really are, just go ahead and lick your screen and you might get a taste. This is our morning view from Little Swift River Pond. Some of the views along the way. Mushrooms are starting to kind of come out a little bit. We're in the part of Maine where it seems like there's a lake every 3, 4, 5 miles. I mean, there's quite a few. Good morning. We're headed into town for another resupply. Just thought I'd show you what Maine's been all about, really. This is the trail. Rooty, fairly steep. This really isn't that bad. We've been down a lot worse. Where honey badger up there is, it drops off pretty sharply. So this is what we've been dealing with. And quite frankly, that's why Maine's kind of kicked our butts. Talking to other hikers, it's not just us. This is just a butt kicker. So enjoy. Here we decided to stop and resupply at the hiker hut. It's a really nice little hostel. Pretty basic, no electricity. They have a couple flower gardens. Real nice selection of resupplies. A little pricey, but I guess it is what it is. One of the ponds on the way up to our campsite tonight. Just some more views of the trail. It's pretty thick up here, and we ended up at Eddy Pond. It's a nice, beautiful little pond.